Hey, hi everyone, this is Mukesh from learn-automation.com. Today in this video, we are going to talk about very basic operation mouse over in Selenium WebDriver. For mouse over, we need to use some additional classes. So let's see how we can perform mouse over. So the agenda for this video will be what is mouse over, what is action class, and how to perform mouse over in Selenium WebDriver. So let me start with the application. I created one sample application and I will give this link in the description. So if you put mouse over, then only this menu will come. Other than that, this option will not be visible. So if you put mouse over, then only these options will come. So if I click on test Selenium, you can see it is starting in a new tab and it is redirecting to my blog. This is another scenario like how to handle multiple tabs that I already have created a video in my previous playlist, so you can check. Another scenario, if I click on testng, you will notice it is opening in the same window. It's not opening in a new window. So how to switch to a new tab? Actually, if you do this in Selenium, you will notice it will open in a new window. So how to switch to a new tab or new window? You need to use window handles in Selenium. So first we will see how to put mouse over. So I will start with the basic program. So let me quickly write two line of statement and here I will say mouse over demo. I will use public static void main, and from the previous demo I will quickly take two or three line of code because I don't want to write the same code again. So I will explain you what it does. It will simply start your Firefox, it will maximize, it will open a URL. So URL I will give this, or yeah, I will give this URL. Now to work with mouse over, if you see mouse hover is little bit advanced. So all the advanced activity in Selenium you have to use one actions class. So actions class will be responsible for all the advanced activities. So I will create object of actions class and you need to pass the driver here. Once you pass this driver, then only this actions class will work. So if you put mouse over, it will ask you to import. Remember, it is a actions class. A is capital for uh, in Java. Actually, if you notice, classes will be always in capital letter. So once this object is created, now you need to call their methods. So the method for mouse over is move to element. So you can see move to element. It will simply ask you give me the web element where you want to put mouse. It gives a very good description, like it will move the mouse to the middle of the web element. The element is scrolled into the view and its location is calculated using get bounding client rectangle. So this is, they have given internal guide. So only thing which you need to worry is, or for the info is this only. It will put the mouse at the middle of the web element. So it has two methods. You can use this as well, like you need to pass the x and y coordinate as well, that we will see, but this works always with for me. So let's focus on this one first, then we'll talk about other two methods as well. So I want to perform mouse over on this, so let's take the XPath of that particular web element, which, yeah, this is the one, how to perform mouse over in Selenium. So I will start my Firebug. I will just scroll down. Yeah. So you can see it's giving a very weird XPath for me, which is not reliable anyways, because it involves some digits div that definitely will change. But I can see a text here which will make my task easy. And you can see the tag name is button. So what I will do, first of all, I will search how many buttons I have in this page. And luckily I have only one. So I can use either this button, but let's take in a standard way. I will try to search for a button which contains text equal to automation tools. So if you don't know how to write XPath, then I have almost already created one video how to write dynamic XPath. So I will store that web element in a separate variable, but you can directly pass if you are completely fine. So this is the web element where I want to put mouse over. So this is the ELE. So I will put ELE. Then I need to call one method called perform. And you can see what this does. A convenience method for performing the actions without calling the build first. So we'll talk about the build as well. As of now, I can give you one line statement, like if you have single statement like move to element only, you can use perform. But if you have series of operations, then you can use dot build dot perform. But in our operation, we are not interacting with multiple operations, so dot perform will work. And until you don't remove the mouse from that location, it will keep pointing on that particular web element. So it will start Firefox, and you can see it is putting mouse over on that, right? So this is how you can put mouse over, and until you don't perform any other operation, it will keep mouse on that location only. So now the next task is I need to click on Selenium or any other. So how can we do this? So if you put mouse over, you will notice we are getting three items, right? So let's click on the first one. So you can see I have three anchor tags here. First anchor tag is targeting to my blog URL. Second is again pointing to my blog, but it is referring to TestNG, and third one is for APM. So what we will do, first we will use the same XPath which we use now. Sorry, my battery is low. Let me connect the charger. So after this, let's say I need to find out the links. So as we have seen, all are coming in the anchor tag. So again, I will say driver.find element by tag name. So if I give tag name is A, it will get all the tags, anchor tags from this page. You can see I have so many anchor tags, it will return around 20-30 links. So we need to make our XPath in this way, like it should only capture these three. So let's take this XPath. So we are getting this. After this, we have three anchor link, right? After that, I will search for a div which we do not have. So let me search anchor link, which also we do not have just after this. So let's use this other approach. We found it is coming inside a div, then inside div we have this, right? So let's search for this particular class after mouse over. So let's search /div where we have class equal to, okay, so we got this div. Then after this div we have three anchor link. Yes, we have three. Right now it's not visible in the screen because it only comes when you put mouse over, but in the page your source you can see we are getting all this. So, and if you want to put any specific, then you can give the text of that particular URL. So you can see if I want to click on Selenium only, I can provide this XPath. Again, if you are new to this XPath, then I will recommend you to watch my previous video how to write dynamic XPath in Selenium. So I will use two XPath. First XPath will return me all the links because I will not be using any specific link. Then second XPath will only return me the Selenium link, or I will directly click on the I will click on the first link. So let's go ahead one by one. After this mouse over, what I will do, I will say XPath, and I will use this XPath. Since you can see this XPath will return me multiple web elements, so I will be using one element methods called find elements. This will return me list of web elements. So I will say links. So we need to import the list from here. List you have to import from java.util. And once you will import this list, import once again. Yeah. So let's say I want to check how many links I have, so I can use like total count. Since links is an object, so I can call this size method. This method is coming from collection. Now I can run a for loop which will start with 0, then it will go till the number of links we have, total count, and I++. So if you want to click, then you can directly click, but if you want any other attributes, you can use that as well. So here we are simply getting the number of count, and if you want, let's run a for loop which will get the all the hyperlinks name. So I will use again one web element. Since this links is an object which contains list of web elements, right? So every time it will return me one unique web element. So what I will do, I will use this links object dot get method I will use. Here I will pass the index, and that's all. So once I will get this web element, what operation I want to perform right now, I want to check whether that link description, or you can say the href, or only the text. So if I want the text, what I will do, I will say element dot get attribute. What it does, it will return you the attribute which you will specify. So get attribute will get the value from the given attribute of the element. So we have one attribute which is called inner HTML. We'll try if that works. Otherwise, we have some other way as well. What it will return you, it will return you the inner HTML in a form of a string that I will use. So I will say sysout, and I will say links name is text. So now it become lengthy code. So let me explain it once again. So initial 3 lines will start your browser. It will maximize. It will start your web application. Then we are trying to put mouse over on this automation tool. So I have identified using find element. Then we created actions class object. For mouse over, we call one method called moveToElement, and it will perform moveToElement. After moveToElement, we have written one small XPath which will simply get the anchor links after mouse over. Then we are checking how many anchor links we have using the size method, that we are running a for loop. This for loop will start with 0, and it will keep iterating the value from that list, which is nothing but links object. Every time it will capture the inner HTML. Inner HTML is nothing but this Selenium, TestRigor, APM, and it will print. In the next program, or maybe just after this example, I will show you how you can keep one if else condition, like put mouse over, and if that particular drop down contains APM, then click on it. So it performed mouse over, and now let's go back to Eclipse. So you can see it is printing the link's name is Selenium APM and TestNG. Now the very interesting part, af- after this printing, I want to write one condition. If any of the link is equal to APM, then what? Then click on that link. So I will say dot click, and after click I want to break the statement as well, so that it will not move forward. Let's say right now we have only 3 links, so it will work immediately, but consider you're having a list of 15 or 20, or let's say 50 values, then it will keep iterating even the condition is true. So here I will say if link contains APM, then click on it and break the for loop. As simple as that. So I hope you understand this code. Till now we have already discussed. So here I am checking if text equal to APM, then click on this web element. Let's run this code and see. So this mouse over is very basic operation nowadays in every web application. So if you take any e-commerce application, Snapdeal, Flipkart, Amazon, you will find this mouse over operation. So if you want to move ahead to the next step, then you can use any live e-commerce web application. So it will put mouse over, and you can see it clicking on APM. And now it's navigating to my blog where you'll find the APM tutorials. So you can see it's very easy. Now one last method which is really very interesting. So apart from this link text, what I will do, I will print the status of each link, or if you want we can print the URL as well. So I will say status for every web link, I will say is enabled. So you can see sometime it happens like it is showing as a link, but that link is not enabled. So sometime if you need to validate this kind of stuff, then you can use this method called isEnabled. And if you see the description, it says if the element is the element disabled or not, or enabled or not. So it will generally return you in a form of true and false. So you can see it shows in a Boolean format. So for every link, what we will do, will attach one statement and we'll say and the link status is status. So every time it will get the status of every link and it will print. So let's go ahead and run this program. So you can see using find elements, we can interact with multiple web elements which share the same locator. So I have tried in Firefox. In this example, you can use any other browser. It works same, and it clicked. And if you go here, you can see the status is true, true, true for every link because all links are enabled. So yes, we have covered what we planned. So thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. In the next videos, we'll discuss the different methods of actions class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.